Before we get started, if you'd like to support me and LT, we do have a Patreon at patreon.com/OSRS Trihards. We also have a way to support us via a one-time donation called Buy Me a Coffee. Visit buymeacoffee.com/Trihards. It's a fast, easy way to throw us a couple bucks if you like what you're hearing. Links are in the description of each episode. Thanks! Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters JayySlay, Sallamander, VsTheHighway, Mount Dewsgood, Budlight, Mike, OG Scuba, Tom, Blazer, Shayne, Seers, Tessa, Khoya, Denarune, and Shrek.
And a massive shout out to our TRIHARD Patreons, Awaik, Graham, Benjamin, Huge Baby, Corrid, Mythycle, Crazyfast, Nick, and You Choose. A special thank you to Napn, CursedNibz, Red Riot, XB Swag, and Khoya, our VIP Patreons. Guys, thank you so much for your support. You are amazing.
Hey guys, I'm Rob, aka Dream to Die.
I'm Arthur, aka LT Potato.
We're the Trihards.
And welcome to episode 51 of your favorite old school podcast. Well,
I never know how to start a podcast. You know,
I know it's really it must be it is tough. Well, guys, we're back. Hello.
Yeah, welcome to episode 51. We had a pretty epic 50 party, didn't we?
Fantastic.
It was insane. Yeah,
it makes me really happy just thinking about the episode of 100 party, doesn't it? Yeah. Just how not actually less happy, more scared, because it's got to be just so huge that it's going to be just a party of the century, and anything can happen. Yeah, for sure. So I even took a screenshot of all the people in the voice chat. We had anywhere between 25 and 35 people.
Well, the problem with the voice chat was Discord only has a maximum of 24 that can be in there if you're streaming.
If your camera is on. So of course we had our cameras on, right? We're drinking, we're smoking and joking, the whole thing.
Right.
And we learned very quickly that if anyone has their actual webcam on, no more than 25 can join. So we have to say bye to the webcams. Feels bad. Yeah. But do you want to what all happened that night? Because I blocked.
Well, let's first talk about how much did we drop? We dropped 50 mil, right? Initially. Yeah,
Rob is just going straight into the numbers, man. He's
I mean, we dropped 50 mil initially, I think.
Yes, 50 episodes of 50 mil. I think somebody else dropped 10 to 20 of their own.
Yeah,
maybe just 10. So a generous community member made a 60 mil drop party. Cool, right? Amazing. Mm-hmm. However, what happens in our drop parties historically is whenever things get dropped, whoever gets them might feel generous enough to re-drop them. So more things kind of naturally end up on the ground. Especially
the more wealthy people that are in our clan, they don't, Correct. You know what I mean? They kind of re-drop it because it's fun to drop stuff to people. I don't know.
It is. If you're a wealthy member, you pick stuff up, you have the enjoyment of grabbing an item off the ground, beating people to it, and then subsequently you drop it to then, it's good.
So what happened?
What happened was
I was on the PKer account, right? One of the accounts that me and LT have access to. It's a PKer. It's max combat stats, staker, whatever. But I participated in the drop party. I picked up stuff. I got 16 mil or something.
You got a healthy chunk.
I got a lot. And then other people, what I said was in this voice chat was, all right, guys, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to the duel arena with all this money. If anybody wants to donate any of the items that they picked up, I'll take it, sell it, and then go stake it all in the GE. If we win, we're gonna double it up. If we win, it'll be doubled, and then y'all can vote on if we chunk it again. If we win that,
or drop party,
right? Or drop party. And if I win that second time, we're gonna have a drop party. We can't do it the third time.
Yeah, you can't stake.
So we're okay, everybody was down with it, dude.
Everyone was totally down. I mean, it's 16 mil, but then I think 16 became, was it 40?
Well, no, so I don't remember the exact. I don't know the exact numbers either, so forgive us if we're wrong, but it was somewhere around there, and then people donated another 10 mil or something. But so we're okay, so I think we had 32 mil or something total. We went, we staked it, we lost.
So now we're at 0.
No,
we lost.
Right? Or did we win and then lose?
Oh no, we lost.
We lost right away.
Yeah, we very much
Everybody's
lost.
oh shit.
Yeah. Then we had a absolute legend MVP come through. Shayne, AKF colon. He, how much? 20? 20, right? 20 mil. I think he went to his main. He gave that PK account 20 mil. Rob stakes it. At this point, we are now prepared. We all buy the Rotten Tomatoes at the Duel Arena, 1 GP each, and we are ready. And by the way, same guy. We end up going into the stake. Actually, all of these stakes that we're going to talk about is the same dude.
Yeah, very nice guy. But yeah.
Yeah, so this 20 mil, boom, 40 mil. You'll love to see it, right? Yeah. And then we vote. We do a vote.
And I'm pretty sure nobody said no. Like everybody was like,
we were send it, dude. So 40 guys, 40 became 80. You absolutely love to see it. And we had 80 mil. So
and we dropped it all again. We had another drop party right after
that.
So
the initial 10, 20, 30 that we went into the first drop party with, that was gone. But in the end, we came back to the clan portal, 80 mil. Good to go.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, dude. Everybody's in the Discord channel, like screaming and hollering, dude, because we won. It was just so much fun. But
yeah, now I get it, dude. I mean, I can totally, as bad as staking is, like truly the addiction, like to the extreme, dude.
Yeah.
It is so fun to win, especially when like you and the boys, all the boys are kind of. I feel like if you're just like in your mom's basement staking,
yeah, you're like,
that's not a good, not a healthy environment. But if it's you and the boys, you can all laugh it off or whatever.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for coming. For everybody who did come, we really appreciate it. It was a lot of good times, good memories.
For sure, awesome. People definitely got some good gear upgrades, and we did Chambers of Zarek afterwards. Didn't we go for I was adamant about us getting the perfect crab room achievement, which I think we did do.
It was
like super clutch.
I think we got it.
Yeah, it was pretty clutch. So that was cool.
Yeah. So that's cool. Another big thing that happened. One of the biggest, dude. I don't know.
Oh yeah, of course.
The veil has been lifted.
This is bigger than Mr. Uwu, Mr. Swab. That's a whole different story that we can talk about even more.
Right.
Into the episode. But yeah, basically, huge reveal. Kyle himself has revealed himself. Simple as that.
Yeah, and we think it's Kyle. Kyle sent us an email just to confirm. We pretty much, me and LT got a little investigative. We did a reverse Google image search of the image that he put in there. It looks legit. Didn't find any, I think it's a real picture of Kyle.
And you might be wondering, well, why? No, do you know how many times I've been bamboozled, as a streamer? The number of times Rob and I think more so me, I fall for random things. I falsely banned people in the clan chat because a troll convinced me that he was somebody else, that another clan. I mean, it's really easy, I think, to... I don't know. Maybe I'm more on the gullible side. So we have to be careful. And also, have you seen Catch Me If You Can? Remember?
I love that movie, dude.
Oh, speaking of, perfect example. He's a doctor, right? He's Kyle, doctor.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah. So
in a state attorney general and and everything else under the sun, dude.
Yeah, he went to Berkeley. Yeah, doctor and lawyer. So this perfect guy, DiCaprio, he. When that woman that he married, right? They get married? They got married, right?
No.
The girl with the braces?
They didn't get married. They were engaged, and at the engagement party, he had to run because the FBI came. Remember?
That was
I don't
just
want to
the
spoil anything,
party?
but
yeah. Okay, all right.
That was the engagement party.
Brenda was her name. Yeah.
Brenda.
So when any person finds out that the whole life is a lie, everything I knew is a lie, that tears a person up inside. So the reason we are doing research on this person, Kyle, who comes into the Discord, posts a picture of him at work in medical uniform, the whole 9 yards, is we have to do a research because the last thing I want is to have my heart broken. Okay, simple as that. So Kyle,
you're Brenda here, dude. And
I am Brenda, and Kyle is DiCaprio. So Kyle, do us a favor. Just send us an email saying, yes, this was me who joined the Discord under the name of, what's his Discord name? It's something Kyle.
Kyle.
It's either Croco Kyle or Crunchy Kyle. Yeah, there it is, Croco Kyle. Mind you, I'm still kind of speechless and starstruck about the whole thing, but Rob went ahead and made Kyle his own role on Discord. So, because I was like, we got to do something. The man joins. His name's white on Discord, which means he has no roles. You know, we have like 20 different roles, different colors.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Take a drink.
Yeah.
By the way, what are you drinking real quick?
I don't know what hit me, dude, but maybe it's like the curse of going to Target. I've been going to Target a lot for school supplies. And I got the bug, man. All those like fancy little drinks on the end caps at stores. I got the Truly bug. Truly is pretty much kind of like White Claws, Vizzies. There's different kinds of brands of hard seltzer. 5% alcohol, 100 calories a thing for 12 ounces. Yeah. So I was like, dude, this just sounds so nice and refreshing, and I can drink like multiple of them throughout the night. So I'm drinking Trulies. I bought a 12-pack earlier this week. Last weekend, I bought another 12-pack. I just want to have all these flavors, like all these options to choose from. So I'm drinking a raspberry tea.
Nice. I'm
Pretty
drinking a diet ginger beer and rum.
That does sound good.
Pretty good.
Good old mixed drink. See, there's so many different ways to drink, dude. I'm a sipper, so mixed drinks go pretty well with me because I can just like kind of slowly sip a strong mixed drink throughout the night.
That's me.
Likewise, I could do these like little weaker beers, but
yeah.
But Rob actually has a drinking problem in the sense that you suck at drinking, right?
I suck at it. Yeah, that's the thing is like those Trulies or whatever, even beer. It's just I just forget to drink. I just don't. I'm like caught up in the moment. I'm talking to people. I'm having fun. I just forget to pick it up and drink it. You know what I mean? So I end up just not really drinking the whole night. And that's always been my problem.
We should get you. My first day of officer training school, they hand us a Camelback, little Camelback thing. That's what you need. Just strap a Camelback to you and just have the suction cup like kind of halfway in your mouth or the beer. Yeah.
The beer helmet, right?
The beer helmet, dude. Okay, we'll get you both.
Yeah. Both. I just have 3 different straws with them.
Dude, for your wedding, you're gonna be decked out. Don't worry.
Oh man, but yeah, me and LT, because of that problem, LT had a really good idea to put drink in all caps, red with a bunch of little squigglies next to it, all throughout the outline for the podcast, so I can remember to take a sip.
So if you guys ever hear a pause in the episode, we're just reading the word drink, which is like all fancy. Or if you see a change within these episodes, maybe Rob is becoming more slurry on his speech.
Ooh.
Yeah, there could be a strong correlation.
Effective. Yeah.
That's good. We need Rob to drink because after we do the episode, Rob edits. I'm his trusty sidekick, and eventually we go and hang out in the Discord potentially with people. So I got to make sure you're ready for the fun, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So. Okay, well, this week we just to put aside the banter and the talk a little bit, we do have a weekly update, guys. I know that's the only reason you listen to us.
Dude, okay, hold on. Can we somehow do a poll? Because I just want to know how many people listen to the podcast actually wanting, no kidding, information about the game.
I think nobody listens just for pure information.
I would fucking hope not. Yeah, I would hope not. And I feel like the people who really want to be informed, you know how to stay informed. If you want to be that informed about the game, trust me, you're reading the blogs, you're on Twitter, you're watching the JMod stream, you're on ModHusky's Twitter page.
Right.
You're getting the info.
If you listen to the OSRS Trihards podcast, you kind of just want a fun way to get some news, I guess, and
tips and tricks.
I don't know what else going with that. Yeah. Tips and tricks, I guess.
Like it.
But
all right.
Yeah, I'm down with a poll. We'll see. Send us an email.
Yeah, how much do you? Okay, but yeah, this week is Group Iron Man. Obviously, Dead Man mode has been out for 2 weeks.
Right.
I haven't had as much free time, as much no kidding relaxing time to really get sucked into the videos. There are so many YouTubers I could in theory watch. But from what I've seen, this is not the game mode for me, but it looks a lot of fun. And there's some drop off. It's been 2 weeks. A lot of YouTubers and content creators have kind of went back to their usual, typically Iron Man game mode, but people like Odablock and Manked, which, a fun fact, I didn't realize that Manked, I've never watched a stream, don't know anything about him, but apparently he's won DMM twice now. That's a lot of moolah.
He's
That's
a
lot
beast.
of straight cash. Just
I think twice in a row. I think he's like the
wow.
He's like the
That's
king of the hill.
impressive to me
Yeah.
because it seems like there's a lot of volatility when it comes to the final hour. I mean, one tiny little thing goes wrong.
Yeah, he's a beast. I don't know how he does it, but he's interesting to watch stream just because of that fact that he's like the what's it called? The reigning champ, I guess.
The defending champion.
Defending champion, yeah. So
hey, let me ask you this: do you think it's fucked up for all of your work for the finale for DMM to not be LMS style? How do you feel about just like whatever you walk into the like if you pay billions of GP OSRS for that one Elysian Spirit Shield in DMM, you just come into the finals with that? Or do you? I would love to see more like LMS style for the final.
I'd like the LMS style, but the whole thing is like getting gear and getting everything throughout the whole. Otherwise, why not just have like an LMS style tournament or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from when it comes to like fairness and equality, but I don't know. And I honestly don't play enough. I tried it. I died 3 times and I got off, but it was fun while I played it. It's fun while I played it. I got some good kills, you know.
You were telling me some stories. You seemed like you were like it was. I had a good time just I don't know listening to like the stuff that you were going through, just the leveling. Guys, you get like times 20 XP rates. That's more than Trailblazer leagues last year.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
insanity.
Have you seen that people have like? I've seen the number 1 demon play right now is like almost 200 mil all.
No,
like dude, he has 200 mil and so many skills. Yeah,
what?
It's ridiculous.
That is insane.
200 mil Slayer.
It's
cooking,
crazy. Yeah,
range, like all these. It's insane. So
it's almost like addicting
cool.
getting that much experience.
Yeah.
Thank God Trailblazers only like or leagues only once a year because it really is a rush to just like in the early afternoon you're level 80. By the time you're in the late afternoon you're 99. You're getting a 99. Like there are people who have never and probably will never get a 99, and you can get that over the time it takes you to make a couple sandwiches.
When it comes to cooking, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
all right, let's jump into the group Iron Man though, because there's a lot to talk about. We won't be going over everything like point by point, like in the blog post, because it's long as crap, and
a lot of it is still so much in the works, guys. Like the constant Twitter and Reddit banter.
Yeah. And I was honestly, I was watching a lecture while they're doing the whole modcast about it, so I didn't get to hear a lot of the details, but we do have this blog post to go over.
Yes, and
you want to start?
It's pretty lengthy. Yeah. This is kind of gonna be off the cuff, guys.
Yeah. Well, let's just start with this: 2 to 5 players, right? Mm-hmm. You can make a group of your friends, 2 to 5 people in this group, and between each other, you can trade. You're an Iron Man, and you can't trade with anybody else. You can't use Grand Exchange, but between each other, you can trade items. Pretty much, that's Group Iron Man in a gist.
I don't even think there's a shared bank.
Right. That'd be really cool, actually, if there was. But.
Yeah, there's a lot of limitations, like engine work type limitations that...
A shared bank would be cool unless you're, like, with LT as a member, dude, and he just, like, roasts you every time you use the bank.
What, because you don't put things back according to...
according to LT's, like, plan for the bank. Yeah.
I'll have, like, notes, like, sir, over the course of... during the hour
you misplaced the Crom wands 47 times this year.
Rob, drink.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. By the way, I have like a nice cooler. I was showing Rob. I have a cooler of Truly. It's not even like, what do you call this thing? It's a cooler, right? But it's like a drum.
It's like a cooler. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
It's really cool.
Okay, so. It's just like an insulated drum. It's kind of plastic based, but there's 3 Trulies in here.
When he says drum, it's not just like a drum, like a barrel or something. It's like an actual like drum.
Yeah. It's old school, okay? It's probably been in my family for 30 years.
Pretty cool.
All right.
Okay, back to Group Iron Man.
So they have really cool pictures. I do like this little blog post. One guy's an Ellie fighting Mudadile. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so trading, right? You can't trade outside your group. I think a lot of the issues came about was like, okay, let's say you're doing chambers. Like, can you do chambers with other group Iron Men, with other players in general? So I think there's a lot of back and forth with that. People are very split. Like, Basically, right now, you have one camp of people who are like, stop complicating Group Ironman. Jagex, why can't you just make it so that Group Ironman is literally just like Ironman, except in a group? But I think on the other side, there's just a lot of ifs, like what ifs, and a lot of niche scenarios, so they have to get super complicated. And over the past 2 years, Jagex hasn't really been working on Group Ironman. So any suggestions were kind of just like, a feather in the wind. What's the phrase? Something in the wind.
Yeah.
But now the JMods are no kidding working on it, like very heavily. So every person's opinion and their mother's opinion is kind of making it through social media, and that's kind of probably going to A, prolong the process, the release, and B, just a lot of niche complications, I think.
Yeah. But what's really cool, so you get the Iron Man armor like you normally do for Iron Man, Ultimate Iron Man, Hardcore. You have a Group Iron Man that's a different color armor, different style. You also have a Hardcore Iron Man, Group Iron Man, which is a different mode that we'll talk about, but it's Hardcore Group Iron Man.
Harder than Hardcore, pretty much.
There's there's little Roman numerals on your armor, and those indicate how many people are in your group.
Oh, is that a thing? I thought that was just work in progress design. I didn't think that Roman numerals would stay.
Yeah, that's apparently what they have so far. Obviously, everything is subject to change, but so if you have the Roman numeral 2, that means there's 2 people in your group, 3, etc., and you can go up to 5. So, yeah, pretty cool.
What do you think like the meta is going to be? I think 5, just because anyone can be voted out or just drop off, and I feel like you're at a disadvantage, a bigger disadvantage, if you're starting at 3 going down to 2.
Yeah.
I also feel like, I don't know, like, I can see the heavy-duty streamers, if they start a hardcore Group Ironman and they start dying and losing their lives, they'll restart the whole thing. But I don't see casual players, Joe Schmo, restarting if their team, if his or her team breaks apart.
Yeah.
It's just so much time invested. Even though it's going to be faster than regular Ironman, you're going to be investing a lot of time, and like there's a lot of potential mishaps that could happen. Like someone's not pulling their weight. People during the modcast were actually asking like, what happens if I get kicked out? And the JMods were like, dude, you're already asking like what's going to happen if you're getting kicked out. And it was really funny. He's like what do you, like, if you're already asking that question, this is a bad start, dude. Like, I don't want to be on your team.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you know what I see here in the future? I foresee, let's just say Bodhi, right? I foresee him starting a Group Ironman with him and 2 of his alts, and one alt is just a fishing pure, the other one is, just doing something else, and the other one is like a PVM alt, you know what I mean? And they're all, it's just him
one person
as the whole group.
Yeah, maybe not Bodhi, because he has other friends who are full-time content, yeah.
But there's definitely going to be some people with like a 5-man team, dude. And they're all 5 people, and they're just
basically those nerds who no one knew about, who finished all the Grandmaster combat achievements within a week. Those are the people who have the potential to just be by themselves in a dark room in their basement,
with 5 different
accounts. Open. Yeah.
Jeez,
it's crazy. It's just not my cup of tea personally. I just have different goals. I know, Rob, you have a different set of goals, and also, Rob, you and I, who've been playing for a few years now, we know the time commitment that any account takes, let alone a brand new account. So, and we've already put so much time into our accounts, plural, that it's just hard to start from scratch and have it be a long-term thing.
Yep. I'm not going to be into it, but forever, whoever is, more power to you, to each their own. I'm excited to watch like some streams about it. So
yeah, I'm excited to listen in. Just like in our clan chat, I can already picture like we have like close like friend cliques who formed within our clan, and I can picture them like theory crafting, like, hey, like because maybe these guys have never even played Iron Man before. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, someone I know IRL messaged me. I haven't seen him on the game in over a year. He's like, hey, I'm starting to play on an Iron Man now to slowly just prepare myself mentally, because him and his family / like close friends are going to be doing Group Iron Man. So people are actually coming back, and
yeah,
it's going to be fun to see all the like just sharing of ideas and strats and all that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so they can trade anybody in their group. Can't trade anybody outside of it. So that's interesting. And I do want to talk about, while we're just on the trading, the gradual wealth transfer system that they have in place. So
this sounds like a straight out of economics class.
Yeah, it's like a marginal tax rate or something, some crazy stuff. But basically, when a member joins a new group, there are hard caps on how much wealth that a player can receive from existing members of the group and from the shared storage. So there is a shared storage of some sort. But basically, it prevents existing groups transferring all their wealth to new members before leaving. And yeah, basically, so if you're in there for a week, your wealth caps at 1 mil that you can trade in between. 2 weeks, it goes to 20 mil. 3 weeks, 50. 4 weeks, 100. And 5 weeks, the cap is lifted. There's no cap. So, gonna be interesting.
Yeah. That's just going from one player to another, to a new player. Whenever a new member joins. Interesting. Yes. Yeah, and like I said, it's all very niche, but they have to, like, everyone's presenting them with like different options. Like, well, what if somebody joins 2 weeks in? Like, or what if someone just joins? Like, what happens then? Can they just get? And obviously, if someone can just join and just get a bunch of wealth, I could see a lot of real world trading and all kinds of wonky things happening.
Like, I'm just going to join this team because they have an Ellie and a Tebow that they're going to give me. You know what I mean? Oh, well, you got to wait 5 weeks for that. So kind of pushes back a little bit.
Yeah, and where there's a new system, there's going to be people who are trying to exploit it. Right. Or just take advantage, which is just the nature of the human. Mm-hmm. All right, what else we got?
De-ironing. You got to leave the group before you can de-iron. Sounds pretty normal. High scores. So there's going to be like a group high score where you can show off your group as opposed to just individual accounts, which will be interesting to see how they implement that. But yeah, it's a chance to prove your group is the best of the best. High scores for each group size as well.
Okay, it should be group based. I don't see why they would make it individual.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. No, I mean, it would have to be just a whole separate section on the high scores. God, the high score is going to have a lot of different options. Like, imagine looking up someone on RuneLight.
Yeah, gosh.
Oh, and before we forget, there is a way to reserve your Group Ironman name. Pretty much just make a new account right now and enter Tutorial Island. Like, make your name, go to Tutorial, do not leave Tutorial Island, because when Group Ironman comes out, you're pretty much just going to finish Tutorial Island and choose the brand new Group Ironman game mode.
So theoretically, should you go ahead and make the account, do Tutorial Island until the mage?
Somewhere, yeah. Just, I don't know, just go halfway through, whatever. Just reserve the name pretty much.
Yeah, cool.
So are you going to reserve a GIM, Dream
Nope.
GIM?
Nope.
GIMP is another common acronym where you're going to see for Group Ironman player is what GIMP stands for, apparently. And there have been content creators in the past few years who've already done Group Ironman. It was EVscape, Skidler, Perp, and Ron Plays Games, for prominent streamers who have already like done the series pretty much.
Right. POHs. Regular Irons can have a player-owned house of their own, but can't enter other players' owned houses or invite anyone into theirs, which I think they're considering changing that in the first place. But Group Iron Man is a little different. Players can access each other's houses. Additionally, Iron Man will now be able to let players into their own houses too, although they still can't enter other players' houses, like I just mentioned, actually. I was just reading right off the script. But regular Iron Man will soon be able to invite other people into their house, and Group Iron Man, you can go into other group
as long as the person is online. So like if one dude just has the construction level, the fancy POH, that person has to be online. If he's offline, you can't just enter. So there's a few little weird things.
They have to be inside their house as well.
Yeah, and probably that's even more of a restriction. And I even heard that like everyone has to take turns banking. Just like the shared bank between all Group Iron Men.
Huh.
Oh, they're also working with increasing bank space. But
nice, that's gonna be huge.
Yeah, on the modcast, this is a whole thing with like, so apparently the content creators at Jagex are pushing for like bigger, better, fancier things that we the people want, and then the engine team is like, we can't do that. So it's a constant kind of back and forth because it's two totally different teams. Like you don't see,
right?
You just don't see who those JMods even are. Probably because they'll get a bunch of flack.
Yeah. What else are we talking about here with Group Iron Man? Again, we're not going through everything step by step.
Okay, so here, if you are the leader of your group, you will see an invite option next to the players' names. All new group members must be fresh accounts. So
right.
If you are looking to recruit a new member into your already existing group, it's got to be a brand new account. You can't just recruit someone else who's like, oh, I just got kicked out of my group. Can you take me in?
126 total.
Yeah, you're going to be recruiting brand spanking new people, which is not good. I mean, if you're already... If you're far along, you don't want a level 3 on your team. I mean, maybe if the level 3 says like, hey, I'm going to get up to your stats real soon, possibly. But it's just, there's a lot of issues I think that come into play when somebody does leave your group.
Yeah. Yep. And let's get into hardcore group Iron Man. I think it's interesting. So based on how many people are in your team, so basically, you have a choice of group Iron Man or hardcore group Iron Man. Let's start with that. Based on how many people are in your team, let's say 3 people in your group, in your hardcore group Iron Man team, you have 3 lives. If you have 4, you have 4 lives. 5, you have 5 lives. Now that's total.
Not
as
each.
A team, right? As a team, you have 5 lives with 5 people. Another thing that's different with hardcore group Iron Man is there are no safe deaths at all.
Yeah, they really... So apparently they, like, quote-unquote, made a mistake 4 years ago when they made Chambers of Xeric a safe death. But, like, Theater of Blood, Nightmare, right, Raids 3 are all dangerous deaths.
Right.
And they have, Gauntlet, and they have Teleport Crystals and all that fun stuff. But, yeah, so for this hardcore group Iron Man... What the JMod said is, it is a harder version of hardcore Iron Man. And there's already a very few people who can truly play like every aspect of hardcore Iron Man and survive. Yeah. Prime example, Rob, right? Rob is quite good. He survives. He does all the content.
So far.
Yeah. You do all the content that you probably can do. But anyways. Yeah. So this will be pretty difficult because Chambers of Xeric, not a safe death anymore. The Inferno...
Which, you know what I'm curious too?
Yeah.
TOB, you have a crystal for hardcores that can teleport out. Chambers, once you enter you can't leave.
Well, so the question has already been proposed of making a teleport crystal. I think it's only fair, not to be a little bitch basically, but like, come on guys. Network interruptions do happen. And now that we have the ability for your teammates to teleport you out, like they just made that change in Theater of Blood, and it's been activated, and it's been on Behemoth, and we've seen some good teleouts, like Bodhi, Terran, aka Aegon, who's a very experienced guy of like taking hardcores through Tob. He just knows, people are very good at doing that. But yeah, that should definitely be a thing for Cox. The Inferno, you're kind of on your own there, dude. There should be a teleport crystal there, and they might make a teleport crystal for the Inferno, but you are sacrificing an inventory slot. The only way to leave the Inferno, because you cannot teleport out, is...
dying,
Wait,
right?
maybe...
I don't know.
Can you... Well, no one brings a teleport out, because it's always been a safe death. Yeah. No one's ever tried bringing... I'll try it. I'm just going to enter the Inferno tonight and just see if I can physically teleport out of there. Yeah. But the only way to leave is to like go all the way south. But if you're in a pickle during Zuck, that is
no way.
That is like a full 12-second run, 12-second, not game tick run, right? Just to make it out. So it's going to be really interesting because if there's one thing that really experienced streamers are good at, it's doing the Inferno early. There's nothing more cool than seeing like level 80 to 100 combat, a cold one, Bodhi, Roidy, all these guys get their like MSB, RCB, Inferno, but not anymore. That shit's a dangerous death.
Nope.
So, oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, definitely. So that'll be really cool. That's gonna be interesting. I'm very.
Wait, or do you just become regular Group Iron Man if you lose hardcore status?
If you lose all the lives, then yes.
Yeah. Well then there's no harm in just starting out. Yeah, then every group should start out as a hardcore. I mean, let's face it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's no downside there.
Now, when it comes to, I just feel really bad for the future kid who is in pest control, killing some things, isn't paying attention. There's only 1 life left on the team for the hardcore group Iron Man and dies. And everybody flames them. And
because by the way, when a life is lost on your in your group, it's broadcasted. And if you're offline, it'll be broadcasted to you when you log back in. So now it probably won't say where you died, but it should though. It so should. It should be like
LT Potato died at Corrid Scorpions.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just picturing like I'm just picturing. Oh, I wonder if it's broadcasted in the clan chat.
Oh, I hope so, dude.
Probably not.
I wish hardcore deaths were broadcasted in general.
Yeah.
Like if somebody died and they're hardcore in the clan, I wish, and they should
that
change
would be good. In the clan, maybe in the whole, I think RuneScape 2 in the year of like 09, 10, 11, it started doing global broadcast. Yeah. So any 99, and then of course over the years people just started maxing and getting completionist, whatever. Now I'm sure you can toggle that off.
Yeah, I hope so.
That'd be fun to see, dude. But yeah, the poor guy who died, and yeah, pest control is no longer a safe death. So Rob said that poor soul.
It's getting flame, bro.
What can you? I haven't done pest control in a hot minute. What's the?
You can die. Definitely.
What are you dying to? The little spinners that you have to kill?
They could, or the bloats, or the monsters attack you as well.
Did you say bloat?
The little balls of jelly, bro, that blow up when you kill them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Those sound like bloats.
Pretty much bloats. Yeah. But yeah, that's Group Iron Man and just OSRS Trihards summary.
That is a summary, guys. Please don't. This is copyrighted. So if you're gonna use this for if you're Theoatrix and you're gonna use this for your video, a word of caution, because a lot of misinformation probably in this.
Yeah, guys, we're lorried up as well, so don't come after us.
Yeah, don't judge us, guys, okay? We are deep in schoolwork, okay? Yeah, unfortunately, normally this past summer I was watching as much of the modcast as I could, and dude, I remember when the podcast first started, I would take notes. Oh my god. Rob, me, I'm not joking, guys. We would literally take notes while watching the modcast.
LT had flashcards, bro, and
dude. And this isn't to say that we've gotten lazy. It's just we've gotten maybe good at summarizing information and realizing we don't need every single nitty gritty detail.
And we've gotten a lot more busy in life.
Right.
So it's a little more difficult to watch a podcast while you're listening to a lecture and trying to write a paper. You know what I mean? It's difficult, but
Yeah, more to come, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all the content. It's no different than DMM and leagues. Not everyone, the majority of the player base doesn't do this stuff. But I think for our clan, we might see a lot of teams form, and
yeah, I hope so.
It'll be fun, and everyone's just gonna learn at their own pace. I mean,
exactly.
Getting used to all the settings.
Yeah, I hope we see a bunch. So,
hope so. All right, what are you doing in game? Are you catching anglers, angies?
I'm catching anglers. Yep. Angler fish at the moment. I'm hardcore. I got 82 not so long ago, so we are trying to stack
so important, dude.
A nice little stack of
what's
food.
Your wait, are you even getting the full benefit? Because they scale
once
based
I hit
on
93 HP, I'm at 91, almost 92.
Oh shit. Okay, that's when you're in the money. When you get the full benefit, yeah.
Right now it's just plus 17.
Uh-huh.
Once I get 93 HP, it'll be plus 22. So.
Oh my god, 5 extra HP. That's huge. And not to mention it over heals, which is the
biggest. That's the whole point of it. Yeah.
I mean, starting, and then when you're 99 HP, you're starting like every God Wars at 121. It's major.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right.
What other updates this week?
So okay. We have our community stuff. We have 2 letters from Tutorial Island. One's from Kyle. You guessed it. Mm-hmm. And
we did have some small updates for the game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We had that new amethyst mining spot. You should probably talk about it because I've never even mined amethyst before. But have you checked it out?
I did check it out. So it's closer to the bank deposit box. Not that it really matters, but there's gonna be nobody there because when we voted for it, there were 2 options. Do you want it to be hard Fally Diary plus 100 of those unidentified minerals, which is such bullshit because that's literally 12 hours of power mining iron to get. It's a completely arbitrary thing. Or option B, the Falador Elite Diary. I think the Elite Diary won by a small margin, so stupid. But it's really the right move, and it just kind of gives you more space because I think there's going to be more people in general mining amethyst. Personally, when I was doing 92, 99 this past summer, I never found an issue, but it's good. It's a really, really spacious spot, so no competition. I did notice this today. There is now a counter added for the egg shrine in the woodcutting guild. So it actually counts the number of times you've sacrificed your eggs for the evil chicken outfit.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
What else we got?
If you start tracking a new herbivore when you've already got one tracked, a confirmation message will now appear. You can toggle this. So I guess that's a thing. I think what people do is when they do their birdhouse runs, they might like try to track an herbivore, but they don't finish it. So they just try to like, I don't know, save some time while they run by maybe.
I think what it's talking about is people that track it all the way, you know, where all you need to do is actually harvest the herbivore or whatever.
Right.
And they forget to harvest it and they keep going to try to track another one.
Oh.
So they finish it because apparently I've seen some people in the clan say like, oh man, I accidentally, you know what I mean? So I think that's kind of common where they're just like so in the groove that they just keep tracking. They don't actually harvest it for some reason. But I think that's what it's talking about, but I'm not sure. I haven't done an herbivore in a while.
It's been a while. And why would you forget to harvest it? It's right there. Just pluck it.
Apparently, I've heard from various people that they forget.
People are forgetful. All right, makes sense. All right. Also, the Fazani Nightmare combat achievements have been made slightly easier. I think I talked about this before. It's such a good move because it was so insane, dude. The Grandmaster time was a sub 7. That's really, you need a harmonized staff, full Inquisitor, and a scythe to get it. Not saying it's impossible without those 3 things, but you need everything I just mentioned, and that is a whopping
and amazing RNG probably.
Yeah, but not to mention amazing RNG because I know a content creator. It took him like 100 attempts to get it, and he has probably more experience in the game of Nightmare than any other player. So 100 attempts. Yeah. So now it's 7 minutes 30 seconds for Grandmaster, and the master time went from 8 to 9 minutes. So I had that nicely auto completed, which was cool.
Nice.
Because even then I was like, how the hell am I going to get sub 8, dude, for just the master?
Right. Jeez. Well, cool.
This one's kind of interesting, this next one. What does this have to do with, though?
So whenever you check your task now, which it kind of freaked me out for a second, but whenever you check your task with your Slayer Helm, you know, it says like you have your current task is Abyssal Demons, you have killed 23 and have whatever left, right? Or something
the little fraction, right? The little...
Right.
Yeah.
Now it says that, and then underneath it says you have this many Slayer points, and you're on this task streak. So it's basically like whenever you finish a task, you know how it tells you that?
Yeah.
Whenever you check it, it tells you all of that now.
Gotcha.
So what I did was I was slaying, and I checked it, and I thought I finished the task.
You just run along to Durdo?
No. I luckily was like, wait, no, there's no way. I still...
Yeah.
But I think some people have like left and then been like, wait, what's going on?
It looks like it, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
But I like it a lot. It's pretty cool.
It's not bad. I know that RuneLite has a nice info box that tells you that stuff, but this is just a built-in feature now because...
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, cool. So there's a check option to show you how many spellbook swaps you have left on your magic skill cape, and a chat message to the magic cape option on the max cape. Cool.
That's fine.
Oh, big news. Big news. So as you know, there are a handful of dogs in the game that are pettable, and actually Jagex tracks the number of times every dog has been pet. You know, I think the Varrock stray dog has the most. I think the kitten in the farming guild is the least, right? All the pettable things.
I don't even know there's a kitten in the farming guild that you could pet.
I think there's one that you can pet. Maybe not. Maybe it's just sleeping on the bench. I know all the dogs can be pet, but they missed a few dogs, and so the Land's End, which is in Corrid, the Land's End dog can now be petted, ensuring consistency across all other dogs in the game. If you happen to find,
Jagex.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. Because it was literally unplayable before, right?
Yeah, dude, I was about to quit.
And they say, if you happen to find any more dogs that are not pettable in game, please let us know as we consider this issue to fall under integrity.
Right.
A capital I integrity in this post.
Wow.
Oh, man. And for all the sweaty nerds out there, the automatic grinding of items with the pestle and mortar will no longer prevent your character from moving. So now, if you have to move from one location to another, you can continue grinding.
Well, I'm assuming probably like 2-ticking things that might play a part. I don't know.
You know what, Rob? You just discovered a 1-tick, 2-tick meta that is going to end up in every skilling Discord.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there you go.
All right,
there
man. Let's take a drink. Take a drink.
Thank you. Thank you. I think you take bigger sips though. That's kind of where you shine. Is your sips are, definitely bigger. And is there an ice cube still left in there?
Yeah, it's a little tight. Yeah.
So that's key. I think that is the key to drinking. Is you need to time. You can't be too slow. But like when your ice really starts to melt and dwindle down, you got to be finishing it up at that point. It's a good
The big thing is having your alcohol like really cold and your mixer or whatever other drink you're having, if you're doing a mixed drink, really cold as well. So that way your ice doesn't melt nearly as fast.
Dude, I agree. The liquor has to be cold. Everything has to be cold. I even so the liquor is always in the freezer typically, maybe fridge. But I like to put my mixer in the freezer maybe 30 minutes before you and I kind of get on and make our drinks. And then,
It's a necessity for sure.
Yeah, there's a whole science to this, guys, okay? Email us for more information.
All right. Well, now we have letters from Tutorial Island here.
All right. Let's do it.
Session where we read our emails that our lovely listeners send in.
All right.
So,
I'll do the first one, and then you can do Crazy Kyle.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's an honor.
It is an honor. Now we know what he looks like. By the way, if you want to know what he looks like, OSRS General... Wait, someone added me. I was saying... He says the words, Android really sucks. Okay, man. Screw you, buddy. Okay, I got a new phone. I got a new phone on the first day of class, which was on my birthday, the 23rd. And there's a whole slew of issues that I went through.
Oh, man.
But we're good now. I think we're good now. Yeah.
LT, how many times did you text me, like, test today?
It's so bad, dude.
So many times.
All right, I'm going to get into it. All right, so Mr. Snoger emailed us. He says, LT Potato, dream name, greetings from England. England.
Greetings.
You guys are definitely my favorite part. Favorite with the U, by the way. Favorite. That's honestly how I kind of like to spell it, because I've taken up so many of like the Jagex style of ways to spell things.
I obviously we're both American, but I could spell it either way. Doesn't matter. None of them look wrong to me for some reason.
Yeah,
so.
But RuneScape has taught us. I mean, to me,
probably. Yeah.
Favorite OSRS podcast on the internet right now. Pretty sure it was you two that got me firmly addicted to 2007 Skate podcast, much to my girlfriend's sadness. Gosh.
Nice.
Keep it up and keep them coming. Oh, and there's a message here for us to drink.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
Here's a question for you. If you amassed all of the groups, factions, orders in RuneScape, for example, Void Knights, Falador Knights, Ham, etc., and pitted them against each other in a huge world war, which group would win and why? This question came to mind when I was grinding Void. Did you die at pest control? Because if you did, you might lose your hardcore status, which should give you a good clue as to which faction I think would win. Thanks again for all the content and daily reminder for everyone to get their vaccines. Smiley face. Snoger RS rhymes with Ogre RS.
First of all, guys, get your vaccine.
Yeah, because it's
yeah. All right. World War. Gielinor War.
Gielinor War. Not the Gielinor games.
No.
Gielinor War. Right.
Very good question. This is really cool to think about. I was thinking elves.
Dude, yeah.
and Song of the Elves, dude, they had a huge army, and like everything. Yeah. The gnomes have like those tortoises to ride on. Those would be kind of cool.
It was really hard to defend against that for like the 3 minutes that we had to during Song of the Elves.
Right. That was pretty difficult. You right?
Yeah, I just knocked my my mic, so I have to make this little note here. Okay.
Okay.
So elves are pretty good. Who are we missing? How about
I was saying the gnomes have those tortoises they ride on. They're pretty cool. They probably do minimal damage, but they're pretty cool.
Gnomes they also stretch really like far in the land. I mean, they start a tree gnome village. They have the gnomes in Prif. Those elves are pretty strong.
So you're talking about like sleeper agents across Gielinor. Gnome sleeper agents.
Yeah. Are you referring? Is that like a word for spy?
You know what a sleeper agent is?
Not really.
It's like a Cold War, like Americans believe that there were like Russians posing as Americans, and if a word was said, they'd be activated and can commit some sort of crazy, I don't know.
Yes, yeah. Mother Russia, we hear everything.
Yeah, it's like The Americans. Have you seen that show?
fantastic show.
Yeah, great show.
Fantastic show.
Um,
I'm going to go with Elves. I think it's pretty good, although there could be some sleeper... What do you call it? Sleeper what?
Sleeper agents.
Sleeper agents in Corrid. Like the Corrid bandits. I could see it, dude. Because, dude, the desert hasn't even been expanded yet. I mean, there could be some serious shit going on there, man.
Right.
But for now, until like the Raids 3 boss comes out... Or how about
the vampires, dude?
Oh my, yeah, I was gonna say the vampires, dude. Lady Verzik. Oh my god, she has her army. I think
vampires would be the best because you can't damage them at all without like
you need a garlic and a steak and a silver sickle, bro. And
you're right.
And Blisterwood flail.
Yeah.
I think elves versus vampires would be a sick RuneScape movie.
Who's the host?
Who's the what?
The host.
The host of what? The movie?
The movie. Who's? I'm assuming it's like a documentary or something, right? Who's the voiceover?
Morgan Freeman.
Okay, absolutely. Dude.
How could you ever?
No, there's no other.
There's no. Oh God.
Oh, what a beautiful voice, man! All right,
it is, dude. It is.
Thank you so much, Snoger.
Snoger. I don't know. Is he in the clan?
I feel like I've seen Ogre RS before, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Ogre. Yeah, maybe he is in the clan. I don't know. All right. But you know who is in the clan, or you know who is in the Discord? Kyle.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy Kyle has sent us an email straight from Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, guys. We were like 2 days shy, but it's coming up.
You probably listened to us on Labor Day. Maybe.
Well, I mean, Monday is like our heaviest listened day, I guess.
Yeah,
oh, by the way, guys.
Usually at work, going to work.
By the way, I forgot to mention this. I kind of wanted to start. Thank you, because I don't want to like say numbers and whatever, but like thank you because our numbers are. We have a lot of listens, especially for this past month of August.
We're talking millions.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands. But like it shot. Like Rob and I messaged each other.
Yeah.
We're very surprised. I don't know if it's like a summer thing. We did have a dip in like 1 month in particular, but this past month of August was really strong. Our strongest by a huge margin, bigger of a margin than what a Slayer helm gives you. Okay, so we'll put it that way. So
yeah, it was like PBs, dude, every day.
Yes, literal case. Yeah, PBs, man. We were speed running, but thank you guys, and thank you to all of our Patreons for it. I don't want to act surprised, but like no one actually left us during these 2 weeks we had off.
1 week. We only took a week off.
We took a week off, but 2 weeks in, from one episode to another.
Right.
Yeah. Right. But thank you guys for sticking with us and I don't know, believing in us, whatever. So
yeah, thanks guys.
It's good.
Okay. So our boy Kyle, Crazy Kyle. Hey guys, happy Labor Day weekend. Hope school's going well for you so far and you're able to get some time to recharge. Thinking back to your earlier days of RuneScape /OSRS, what would you say are some of the rites of passage? I'm thinking stuff like getting dogpiled at the Dark Mages on your first walk to Varrock, getting scammed by an armor trimmer, sporting that first shiny set of full rune armor, etc. I'm getting hit with some nostalgia now just thinking back on it. How about you guys? I got a lot of nostalgia just reading that.
Yeah, so much actually. I'm just...
So let's answer this first. He has a PS as well in there. But rites of passage. I mean, he did some really good ones like the Dark Mages, dude. I've been there. I'm sure you've been there.
Yeah, I think there's a few categories. I think one rite of passage that people to this day are still falling for, hence why we have scammers to begin with, is getting scammed. Mm-hmm. Getting scammed in some form or fashion. You give your money, you trust somebody.
Lured.
The list goes on. Yeah. Well, I think lured is like another rite of passage. I think they're separate. I think just straight up like GE trade scam.
Like I don't know, man. As a kid, I remember getting lured into the wilderness with like a rune square shield or whatever, and just getting lured into there and then just getting piled and dying and crying.
So I had that happen. I just had like a dumb moment where, believe it or not, like I saved up a lot of my wood cutting and merching, and I actually got full rune Sarah. Mind you, I'm a free-to-play guy. No membership for the majority of my childhood gameplay. And but I always like to like test and be kind of cheeky and like walk into like level 1 wilderness with it on. And one time, I guess I logged out at level 1 wilderness, and then I log back in one day, and I'm TB'd or whatever, entangled, and that's it. And I think back then you just lost everything. There was no Kep 3, right?
I think
like 2009, 2008.
I think you lost everything, even if it was like a PVM death too. Like it would just show up on the ground. Yeah, it was pretty dangerous back then.
Very dangerous. So that was my rite of passage of like, I worked hard for like a whole summer chopping U's, plus merged, made 2 to 2.5 mil, full rune Sarah, pride and joy, boom, just wanted to be a smart ass in the wilderness, level 1. East Varrock, just north of the church. Over the ditch there. There may have not even been a ditch back then.
There probably wasn't.
There's a chance that there was no ditch. So, and then of course the rite of passage of just getting straight scammed for like trust trading, armor trimming, kind of like that in a safe zone.
You know what I think is a really good rite of passage that we've all been through?
Yep.
Probably. Traversing White Wolf Mountain to get to Catherby, right?
Well, I never had that member, but I mean, I can see that those wolves because they're pretty strong.
I remember doing it I remember doing it.
And we didn't have the means of getting to Catherby, right? Because it's a lunar teleport. We didn't freaking do that quest.
And what 50 magic, dude? That's crazy.
No,
for a Camelot teleport.
No, get the fuck out of here. Think I have level 50 anything back in the day.
Right.
So I guess people did traverse that mountain and they got messed up, huh?
Yep. They were brutal.
Yeah.
No mercy, man.
No. God, just the death system was crazy, dude. People think that it should be more punishing now, but
dude, I remember watching somebody like close to dying, dude, and I would just hang around trying to pick up his stuff if he died, you know what I mean? Or just I don't know, even if it was just like a couple lobsters or something, dude. I was there. I was ready. It's pounce on it.
Crazy to think about like how it just wouldn't fly these days. These days of like too many people would be bitching on Reddit and Twitter, especially since we are the same age as the mods at Jagex. So like we have more of like we can actually have a conversation with the mods. Whereas back then, well, there was no polling system, there was no Twitter. Right. The mods just made the decisions that they made, and as simple as that. So yeah, but people do want like dangerous deaths back, like a very, very, very small portion. But they say it would be like a good item sink.
Yeah.
But as an Iron Man, oh my god, could you imagine as an Iron Man, all your shit's on the ground for everyone to take, and you have 60 seconds to make it back there?
You die at Bandos, dude.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have Iron Man at this point. You would just be Yep. Oh man.
All right, so his PS says, you both completely missed the best group Iron Man teammate last episode. And I read this and I was like, man, we did.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Mac is the Max Cape guy.
Yeah. So
best teammate
Max,
for sure.
Max Cape, MAC''S. It's his cape. He's on Max Island. And yeah, it's true, dude. He's clearly the best teammate.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, he says, sorry, I had a yawn there. He says, have a good weekend. Stay safe. Kyle. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, man.
You too.
Thanks, man.
Stay safe, man. Wear that PPE.
Hopefully you have a time to relax this weekend, or in general.
Yeah.
From your residency.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have some community stuff, guys. Yeah, let's take a drink, of course. Rob, yours is almost done. Do you want to take a general pause in the podcast, but we'll edit it out nicely, and you make a new drink?
We can just take a pause right here, and we'll magically get back right away.
Okay, well, it'll be perfect.
All right, well, back from the break. That was kind of nice. I got a new drink.
How much? Let's see it. Ooh. It looks kind of like lemon water, but yeah, it's just like the ginger and the rum. Wait, but you're using light rum then. You have to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. It looks like a nice little fresh lemonade.
Yeah. Lemonade.
Good. So I'm drinking peach tea truly now, but in the cooler, my little drum cooler, what did I put in here? I put a strawberry tea and tropical punch. Dude, I'm just like I'm a tropical guy tonight, you know?
You are. Wow, fancy.
And there's ice in here, dude. Ice cold. I love this, dude. I love it. That's the key, man. That's why I always wanted a mini fridge near my desk area.
Yeah, I would love one. That's pretty cool.
It makes you like really lazy. It makes it kind of look bad because you don't have to leave your chair, but the convenience is top notch.
All right. Okay, so let's go into some community stuff, yeah?
Yeah, so really, we talked about the party we had last time, and obviously, thank you to all the people who've turned out. But we just want to mention two very specific moments. They actually happened today, and obviously, awesome moments happen in the clan like every single day, but just two really stuck out more than
like insane.
Yeah, like truly speechless, insane. Like really trumps most of. I mean, I think we've mentioned some crazy drops before, but I think these really take the cake, man.
Yeah.
And they both happened today. Okay, so number one, Swab, Mr. Uwu, Mr. PogChamp, and all that Uwu stuff. So he's been around the block, right? He had a main account learned Tob. Now he's doing Tob on his Iron Man. Today, this morning, he starts a Tob session with Rabbit, Sank, and AF Carl, okay? Consistent Tobbers. And what do you know? Swab gets a scythe in his name. 100-ish KC. It's his first ever top purple. So not only is he double, if not triple, the drop rate for a purple in his name, he gets a fucking scythe, which is the creme de la creme. I mean, it's like getting an early Tebow, guys. It just doesn't get any better than that. A scythe is just so powerful for Theater of Blood. It makes an incredible difference.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop there. They go on a back-to-back raid, and Swab pulls the Theater of Blood little Verzik pet in his name.
Right afterwards.
The very next raid. So scythe into the pet, which effectively means he can start doing hard mode for the pet recolor and the scythe transmog and all that other fun stuff. Okay? Absolute insanity. The man probably has had 2 heart attacks at this point. Well, he goes on a back-to-back, I think with a different team at this point, and on the third raid, he gets a rapier in his name. So he now has best in slot stab, best in slot melee period, and the Verzik pet back to back.
Crazy.
As his only 3 uniques.
Yeah, all in his name too, which is just nuts.
Yeah, all in a matter of an hour and a half.
Crazy stuff.
So insane. I think he gave some of the boys like 20 mil each. Like he was pretty generous with the splits. Nice. It's a free for all, right? But you still kind of want to, give some dollar bills to the boys. Yeah, insane, dude. That's just crazy to see that kind of look. But our next guy, Mr. Carter CDC,
even crazier.
I think even crazier in terms of just sheer drop rates. So what does he get?
So he starts Corp, and actually this wasn't just today, but
just like maybe 3 days ago, 2, 3, 4 days ago. He
starts Corp, and what was he got a Corp pet really early on. What was the first case? What was the
3?
Was it 3 KC?
Carter got a 3 KC Corp pet.
3 KC.
He's a normie. He's a normal account by himself, solo Corp, 3 KC pet.
Crazy.
Which is insane, right? However, there was a big downside to the story. He sticks around in the Corp cave. He basically doesn't realize he gets the pet. He gets sidetracked. He dies with the pet. The Corp spawns and 2-shots him pretty much because Corp hits like 67s. He literally loses the pet. So in the same chat box message, you can read he gets the pet and then he dies. Simple as that.
Which is just like Corp pet's one of the hardest to get just because it takes so long to kill, and it's just such a bummer, dude, to die with that.
And
pet.
Even if you do Corp in teams, like you're still now splitting the 1 in 5,000 chance by the number of teammates. So if you're doing 3-man Corps, it's a 1 in 15K to get the pet, right? So I mean, it's insane. Even though you're killing it fast, it's still a 1 in 15K. So pretty wild, very lucky, but obviously very unlucky. And but
so
doesn't stop him. He pretty much goes back, and I guess today he decided, well, fuck it, I'm gonna do mass. I'm gonna do Corp mass. I don't think he was with clan members, just with other people. And lo and behold, he's in a mass, 5, 10, 15, 20 people, whatever. He gets the kill in his name. He immediately teleports this POH, as you do, to get your spec back and to start the whole kill over again. And he sees the second or the first pet, technically, because he lost the first one, so he never had it.
At what KC, dude? 2 pets.
5 KC. 2 kills later, he gets another 1 in 5K.
Oh my god.
Which it's actually more than 1 in
insane.
5k. Because if he's doing a mass, the odds of the drop being in his name is already pretty slim because,
Right.
to actually out DPS everyone is a job on its own.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
So it's insured, if you're wondering. He didn't die.
Yeah. God, dude.
Dude, crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, congrats, Carter. It's Carter, CDC, right?
It's Carter. I just misspelled it here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Big
All right,
congrats, dude.
Well,
That's
cheers
insane.
to Swab and Carter. My God.
Yeah, cheers. Take a drink, for sure.
And if you guys haven't really realized this by now, Rob and I do have a lot that we can control in this game. As content creators, Jagex kind of gives us like a fancy little button. So naturally, we get a lot of RNG for ourselves. I am currently milking Corp. It's all for show, really. I'm just trying to buy a crystal crown, right? How else am I going to afford a 250 mil crystal crown if I don't keep getting the Onyx bolts from Corp, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, we share each other's button. So LT presses it for me a bunch. I'm very sparing when it comes to LT.
So
Rob, when he really deserves it.
Rob fucked up when he pressed the button, and I got a 100 KC Inquisitor's mace.
Yeah.
Ever since then, it's been
slipped.
It's been downhill for me since then. But every now and then, we are generous. We have a button that says like clan drops, so that's.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
we
it.
are really screwing over Hoob though. Hoob is like. He went.
Yeah, we just don't like Hoob or something, man.
Oh, poor guy.
No, what's his experience now?
Well, he got first of all, Hoob got a 70-something million farming pet. He got it after that much, experience.
Yeah,
but right now he's like between 45 and 50 mil agility for the sexy little squirrel.
Yeah, jeez.
He got his like 14th ring of endurance just today, actually. Funny enough. So. Oh boy!
All right, King of the Skill starts Monday. If you are listening to us on Monday, go ahead and start fishing because that is the skill, and we'll see who wins.
Anglers, it's just so good to fish, man. Fishing is just too chill. If you have to like just do anything around the house, you gotta two-tick some swordfish. Come on. Yes, true. If you're not two-ticking, no. Take it easy, guys. Fishing is really really fun and simple. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So hopefully lots of anglers for you guys and lots of Karambwans, and hopefully you have a fish barrel. If you don't have a fish barrel, Temporos is actually so fun to do.
Yeah, do Temporos until you get a fish barrel, and then you'll get fishing experience from Temporos.
Yeah,
but.
it's like it's sad to say, but like it's a really good. It's kind of like my recommendation for people to do Tithe Farm for the herb sack because it's good for farming XP. You get the herb sack personally.
Herb sack? Tithe farming?
Yeah. Oh, I'd rather do that than pay Slayer.
Are you talking about seed box?
I thought you can get an herb sack from Tithe Farm.
Can you?
I could have swore you could.
I don't know. I always got mine from Slayer. I have no idea.
Maybe I am thinking of seed box.
I don't know.
No, but honestly, I get flamed though whenever I tell people to get a seed box because apparently it's really, really niche and like everyone says LT fuck right off.
Screw a seed box. You have a seed vaults, bro. You don't need a seed box.
Man, I always bring it to my Slayer. Okay, anyways. Yeah, no, Temporos is so good for all those things. Okay, guys. Next up, we have our accomplishments. Rob, I have very little. I have been barely logged in the past 2 weeks.
Well, all of mine, I usually just say what my total is, what my combat achievements are at, and what I'm doing currently. So right now I'm at 1798 total. So actually 1799 total. Let me update that real quick.
1799, dude. You're so just
almost 1800.
Chugging along, bro. Chugging.
Yeah, pretty cool. Almost 1800 total. I'm just been doing Slayer this whole time because I want 87 for a Trident. Because after that, I'm gonna start grinding Chambers of Xerix for a Dex and Augury, so then I could start trying to do Gauntlet. Speaking of Gauntlet, LT, on the hardcore, I tried Gauntlet, Corrupted Gauntlet.
Did you? No way.
I'm talking 30, 40 attempts, dude.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
To try to get tier 3 armor and enough food to be able to
actually went in 30 times on the hardcore Corrupted?
Yep.
Oh my god, you must have been like that's a time sink and a half, dude. Oh my god. Oh,
yeah, it took me 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. Like it was
actually
just like straight
get one.
Up.
Did you
I didn't
ever
get it?
You never get
no.
what? It's so hard. Like
now, it's so difficult to get tier 3 armor and enough food to feel comfortable to be able to. I did get tier 3 armor and enough food to make it so he only had like 200 HP left. But I only had like 1 left, and I was like, I needed to eat it, and I didn't want to have to. Yeah. I was like,
question:
nope.
Did you buy the teleport crystal, or did you just Because
I don't have time.
Yeah, because I think it's like 100 more shards to get that thing, and you have to collect. Correct me if I'm wrong. 820 or 880?
810, I think, or something. Yeah, something crazy.
810 shards. That's so many shards. Usually, when people do Gauntlet, Corrupted Gauntlet, you make tier 1 armor, 2 tier 3 weapons, and you need like 300 shards.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more than that, but 800 is so much, dude.
It's a lot, dude.
You have to be skilled at moving and attacking. Like whatever you see, you have to attack, but like it's a no-tick loss kind of endeavor, and like you got to be really freaking good at the game.
And you just got to have some good RNG, dude. Like there were some rooms where I had enough. I had the tier 3 armor. I didn't have any food though, and I was like trying to get some food.
Yeah.
But there's just times where you don't have any freaking fishing spots, or you don't have no monsters dropped you any swordfish. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, I gotta leave again. You know, it's just But
I know that's like I was going for the CG speed runs, and you have the perfect setup, but like you're just missing this little thing, and you're getting angry because like how can there not be Linum? Like or the Grim Roots.
And keep in mind, you have to get 13 of each resource for all tier 3 armor. Tier 3 armor.
Wait, 13?
And there's times...
That's like 5. You got to collect 5. You have to find 5 patches of each.
Exactly. And there's times where you find 4, and the other one just doesn't exist. And you're just like... But I'll stop ranting. But
oh, by the way,
I'll try again.
That's a combat achievement, to do a Corrupted Gauntlet with full tier 3.
Oh, yeah? Nice. Well, I'll get it. Hopefully one day.
You gotta get. So, from my understanding, the tier 3 hardcore prep is very much like the 4-minute mile. You have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. After that, like you're just gonna have a better. I mean, RNG, yes, but looking at Roydy, he did it 900 times, and I'm sure like from KC 200 to 900, his failure rate was only like 10%. So eventually, you will get better. I mean, I saw him do it back to back to back to back. You know, and then. That 1 out of 10 times he fails because of poor RNG. But so you're not to say you suck, but you're doing maybe some little things not optimally. I
definitely am doing things that I need to, hone. But
it's a lot. Dude.
There's a lot of RNG, and I don't want to blame it on that because obviously, Roydy can do it, Foe can do it a lot. You know what I mean? Even though I was watching him and he messed up 3 or 4 times, he had to leave. Back to back to back to back, and I was like, "Wow,
that's so bad."
So
best of luck, dude.
I'll get off this rant, but I'll eventually get my 1 KC. And
don't you have like 2 armor seeds, bro?
I have 1 armor seed from regular.
1 armor, that's still good though. From a regular,
I'm at 35 KC.
Wait,
regular,
but you made the helmet though.
Yeah, I made the helmet.
Okay, I'm thinking back to like 2 weeks now. Yeah, you're on your way to victory, and you got some other cool drops that.
Yeah.
Pretty freaking awesome on your account.
Yeah, so speaking of that, I was doing some chambers. I still don't have Preserve. For some reason, it's just a very elusive scroll. Don't have Preserve, no Dex or Augury, but I did get a Kodai at 16 KC.
Dude, fuck right off, man.
Very, very spooned first purple on the account, mega rare. So with that, I went to Mage Train Arena, got the Master Wand, so I have that completed. Very good for bursting. And I also got some Holy Sandals a couple medium clues ago. So bursting gear is looking good. Dude. Bursting gear is looking good. And
yeah, for real. That's really good. All that prayer bonus, man. Okay, so yeah. Because at first, Rob was like, Kodai. But dude, Kodai is...
It's great. It's going to get me 99 magic and really high Slayer really quickly.
15% magic damage. It matches the Staff of the Dead, but the Staff of the Dead cannot auto-cast Ancients. The Nightmare Staff is pretty much like a budget Kodai without the unlimited waters and the chance of saving 1 out of 8, which is actually really cool. That'll save you money. There's a 1 in 8 chance to save runes when you cast with the Kodai.
Yeah, it's huge. So
good for bursting. Really good for the Inferno because you're gonna get your Infernal Cape eventually.
Yep. And I got all the hard diaries done. So
sick, dude. You're progressing very nicely.
Combat achievements, I'm at 114 out of 410. So we are almost done. We finished all the easies. We're almost done with the mediums. And yep.
Very cool, man. Don't ever die, Rob. Don't ever die. If you die,
I'll try not to.
Just quit the podcast, bro.
Arthur, what
so I mean, school has just been like nuts. If you've heard my little minor complaints, I've just been, pretty exhausted, but it's the biggest change for me in these past 2 weeks is, I guess I just get obsessed with like something that I prioritize, and thank God I'm prioritizing schoolwork and not RuneScape, but I'm spending like 6 to 9 hours on campus every single day. I love the library. I'm very old school in general. Mm-hmm. The way I learn and study is very much paper and pencil, like taking notes, which I know is like not as popular anymore, but that's just the way I do it. The library, it's my bread and butter. I can
say that in undergrad, the library was, well, first of all, I worked as a security guard in the library. Second of all, so I was there all the time.
I was like, wait,
second of all, I was there, when I wasn't working all the time, just little cubby hole or something that I would just sit in for hours, listen to music, and write out papers. It's just nice.
A world of fucking difference how productive I am, and it makes you to be in that environment.
Yeah,
like
maybe I'll go on campus and hit up the library sometime.
Yeah, it works so well for me because I'm at school already. All my classes except for anatomy and physiology they're on campus. A&P is just online this semester. And I'm just hammering in, dude. Like, I've got my parents are super supportive with like making sure like food, like if there's any food that like I need to prepare or pack with me, like they're all about it.
Nice.
I'm very lucky to have my family is very supportive of like the education, and just in general, like I think the Russian culture is pro, like it doesn't matter how old you are, you live with us rent free. It's just very, I don't know how else to say it, but I know a lot of I think the American culture is very like 18, go to college, kind of get out of here. Yeah. Which is good for maturing and growing as an adult. I love that. And at the age of 19, I did move out with a girlfriend, and I did live in my own house from 23 to 27 these past 4 years in Nebraska. And there's something that I can say about like having your own place, but I'm back to the roots, man. I'm back to kind of my teenage years. So it's good. It's amazing. So much time on campus, getting a lot of I call it EHS, efficient hours studied. It's so nerdy. But dude, do you know my EHS at my house is shit. Like I come here, I think about RuneScape.
I know, that's my
Fazani's, Corp, and just the clan. I check Discord throughout the day. Don't worry. I see what you guys are doing on Discord. Don't worry. But I do not think about RuneScape or you guys. I love to think about you guys, but this is what's ironic, is I don't think about the community at all when I'm on campus. And it makes me so much more productive. Yeah, because when I'm here at the house, it sounds weird, but I'm constantly thinking about you guys. Like you guys in the clan and Discord, you're always in my mind. The game's always on my mind.
Right.
And it's just a complete 180 when I'm on campus. So yeah, it should be interesting. That's why like my progress is really little. Like I'm doing blood rune crafting now while we're recording, just because I just want to get this experience slowly but surely. But yeah, I probably my road to maxing is not going to be it's going to be a couple more years, it looks like, at this rate. Right. But it's good.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right, well,
it's good. But hey, cheers to us getting good grades. I mean, you have your it seems like you're doing a lot more of your lecture studying like at home.
Yeah, lectures Tuesdays and Thursdays for one class. A lot of reading. I have a paper due next Thursday. I've got a team project due the week after that. Got, it's just a lot more busy work. I'm taking 2 classes, so I'm full-time grad school technically.
You're definitely full-time because you're working, dude. Working is just,
and I work as well part-time. Thank goodness, part-time right now.
Did you scale back? Did you happen to scale back a little bit?
Scale back my work. Yep.
Okay.
I work about 30 hours a week now instead of 40.
Okay, that's good. But it just makes you exhausting. It just makes you exhausted, and you have to balance that. Well,
dude, when would I be able to fish anglers? So.
Yeah. Well, you can studying and fishing, because right now I'm doing a lot of wood cutting. Wood cutting is what I'm really doing a lot. And for the first week, so week 1 of school, I didn't put on RuneScape at all. Not the app, nothing. But last week I was like, okay, Arthur, I think I can manage having old school RuneScape mobile up and just click once every 5 minutes on the redwood tree. And I've even made it more AFK for myself. I'm chopping the redwood in the farming guild because the banking process is like 3 clicks instead of running to the deposit box. I'm like,
nice. That's smart.
And there's no competition with other players. So,
right. All right. Well, if you're looking for a community to be part of, guys, consider becoming a guest in our clan. OSRS Trihards, just like the podcast name. If you want to chill and voice chat while you boss, skill, bank stand, if you want to learn from Hoobloob, the Discord server is the place to be. Send us an email with any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints at osrstrihards@gmail.com, and you most likely will be featured on the next podcast. Also, follow us on Twitter, guys.
Interjection, Hoobloob is at a family member's wedding for the next month in Korea. So, actually, as of earlier today, he has flown out of the country. Sorry. But
never mind.
He gives the best fucking advice. So in a month, you can get that advice. These episodes are also on YouTube. And thank you to everyone who has left us a review. We appreciate that, guys. We love hearing what you guys think. Shout out to OSRS Beats, and a big thank you to our Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee supporters and supporters of all of our drop parties and giveaways. We love you guys. See ya.
Bye.